In Homeseek, city building is just as important as in all strategy games, but there are a few differences you should bear in mind. Let's examine the water extractor, for example. I can select it and then place it on the well here. I will also need a water storage to store the water I get from the water extractor. Now I can fast forward until they're both built. I can see that there's a warning about my connections, so I select my water extractor, head over to the second tab, and here I can create a new connection by clicking on the plus symbol. Then, after selecting the building I want to connect with, I get a confirmation pop-up. In this pop-up, I can modify how much scrap I want to spend for a better connection quality. The worse the type of connection, the more water is lost before it reaches storage. The distance between the connected buildings plays a factor in that as well. By the way, you don't have to wait for construction to end to form your connections. Now let's get a little more technical by examining the wetlands, a building that improves the water quality from contaminated to just poor. Once I build the wetlands, I can connect the storage we had with the contaminated water as an incoming connection. As you can see, I get a warning that my wetlands does not have enough connections, and that's because the improved water has no place to go. I need to connect a new water storage as an outgoing connection to store the cleaner water. So here, I select a storage, build it, and form a new connection. Now, the older storage will store contaminated water, while the new one is being filled with poor quality water. Now that I have water connections in place, I want to start work on my food. Food connections have a hard limit visualized by a circular area. Connections outside that area are not possible at all. But as long as they're within the circle, the distance between buildings that use food has no impact on their efficiency. So let's do one last thing. Build a farm. Farms convert water to food over time. First, I need to select input for my farm. As you can see, I can select either water storage. Then, I select the output connection with my food storage. Selecting the water storage with poor water, which is the highest quality we have right now, will result in better conversion, as well as food with a smaller contamination percentage. And now, we have a fully functional settlement covering the production of both food and water.